we're going to make granny squares today. There are two ways to make granny squares. You can make them all one color, or you can make them by color changing, and we're just going to make one that's one solid color today. I used a size 5 hook, a pair of scissors, and a needle to weave in the ends. We're going to start by making a slip knot. Put the slip knot on the hook, and then we're going to chain 3. So once you chain 3, we're going to use the first chain that we made as the center of our granny square. So we're going to put 2 double crochets into that first chain. So now we have 2 double crochets, and that first chain counts as a double crochet as well. So that's 3, a cluster of 3. Now we're going to chain 2 and then put 3 double crochets into that same space that we put the other ones. So that is the center of our granny square. So 3 double crochets into that first chain that we made. Once you do 3 double crochets, then you're going to chain 2 to make another corner. We're working on our corners. And then 3 more double crochets into the center. Now we're going to chain 2, and then we're going to put 1 more group of 3 double crochets into the center. So chain 2, and then 3 double crochets into the center. Once you've completed those 3 double crochets, you're going to chain 2 and then slip stitch into the top of the chains that you made. So it will be the second chain. You're going to make a slip stitch into that. So just find the top of that chain and slip stitch. So now we've completed our first round and we're going to work on our second. We're going to start by chaining 3 to go up, and now we're going to go back and work in the corner that's attached to that chain 3. So we're going to do 2 double crochets into that corner. This is going to count as half of that corner, and it's just a way of cheating so that we don't have to cut the yarn and reattach it. So that's half of that corner, and now we're going to move forward by chaining 2. And then we're going to work into the chain 2 space from the round before. So we're going into that chain 2 space and we're going to form another corner. So 3 double crochets into that space, and then chain 2, and then 3 more double crochets into that same space that we were just working in. So we're going back into that same space that we just put 3 double crochets in. So 3 more double crochets, and that's going to create another corner. Okay, so now we're going to chain 2, and then we're going to work into the next chain 2 space from the previous round. So we're making another corner. So go in with 3 double crochets, so now that we've completed the 3 double crochets, we're going to chain 2 and then do 3 more double crochets into that same space to create another corner. Okay, so once you've completed the last double crochet, chain 2, and now we're moving on to the next corner, and we're going to go into that space with 3 double crochets, and then chain 2 once you've completed those. And then 3 more double crochets into that same space. Chain 2. And then we are going to, we've done all of the corners. So we started with half of that corner. We did that corner, the last corner, and now we're going to complete the other half of the first corner we made. So 3 double crochets into that same space. And then we are going to chain 2 and slip stitch into the top of the third chain that we made. So if you can find the chains and count them, we're going to go into the top of the third chain with a slip stitch. So now we've completed that round, and we're going to start the next round by chaining 3, and then we're going to work back into the corner that's attached to that chain 3 with 2 double crochets. The chain 3 counts as the first double crochet in that group. So we're going to do 2 double crochets into that corner, and then we're going to move forward. So chain 2. Now on this round, there's a chain 2 space that is not a corner. So you're going to put 3 double crochets into that space. So then chain 2, and then we're going to go into the corner space and create another corner. So 3 double crochets into that corner space. And then chain 2, and then 3 more double crochets into that same corner space. So we've just created that corner. Now we're going to chain 2, and then we're just going to do 3 double crochets into the chain 2 space from the round before. So 3 double crochets into that space, and then we're going to chain 2 and then work on our next corner. So 3 double crochets into the corner. And then chain 2, and then 3 more double crochets into that same space. And then chain 2, and then 3 double crochets into the chain 2 space from the round before. So 3 double crochets into that space. So then chain 2, and then we're going to move on to the next corner. And in the next corner, 3 double crochets, then 2 chains, and then 3 more double crochets into that same space. So we have just done the last full corner. We're going to chain 2, do 3 double crochets into the chain 2 space from the round before. And then you're going to chain 2, and then complete that final corner by doing 3 double crochets, or working into the last corner. So 3 double crochets, then chain 2, and we're going to slip stitch to the top of the 3rd chain from the round before. That's the 3rd chain, so go into the top and grab the yarn and go through both, slip stitch, and then we're done. If you want to, you could continue doing the same thing and go around again. You can go around as many times as you want. If you're finished, you can pull the yarn through and cut it, and then weave in the ends. I'll create another video that shows how to make the same granny square pattern with color changes on every round.